I want to start tonight in Boyle Heights with our commitment to hearing concerns directly from that community. CBS LA's Juan Fernandez leads us off here from the neighborhood, still dealing, Juan, with the devastating impacts of the warehouse fire.
You know, that's right, Jasmine. I'm going to be live out here for the next 3 hours. We're at La Michoacana, located at 3853 East 3rd Street. Of course, we're here talking to the community. They're all coming together, of course, in the wake of the very tragic Boyle Heights warehouse fire. And we're here to talk to the community. As I mentioned, we want to know what matters to them most. This is kind of an offshoot of our very popular Coffee with CBS LA. We decided to take it to the PM. We're here at a very popular ice cream shop here in the East LA area. And of course, our team is out here. We're going to be talking to community members, people working hard to help the community in the wake of this devastating fire that is still being dealt with in the community. And our Luz Delia Caballero, she is here with me as well. Luz Delia, you've been in the community for days now. Tell us what you found today.
Well, you know, it's kind of touchy situation for so many people here in the community. Firstly, because you have a community that was really hit hard by federal immigration enforcement operations, right? Then you have this warehouse fire, comes seemingly out of nowhere. And so businesses were hit by ice raids. Now they're saying the smoke has deterred people, and now the smell is still keeping people away. And we talked to business owners and employees firsthand, and we want people to know exactly what they're going through. The one thing that they tell us is, do not forget Boyle Heights. We need all the help we can get.
The familiar sounds of making morning coffee are finally back at this outdoor coffee stand in Boyle Heights. But for an entire week, these machines sat silent, the business forced to close as firefighters battled the massive warehouse fire nearby, cutting off access to the area. And while this outdoor coffee stand and other businesses may be back open, business owners and employees say the foot traffic just isn't there.
The traffic has cut down our little corner right here. You see the intersections are always closed down now.
Angel Meneses is the manager at Sakura Hana Hibachi and says the fire has only added to what has already been a difficult few months.
It was the ice raids. It slowed us down crazy. Things were picking up a little. People were starting to come out of their houses. And then this location, we opened it up in February. It was going really good. And then the fires happened and it's been slowing down.
He says the Boyle Heights community just can't seem to catch a break.
Like first the smoke, now the smell, traffic. It's really slowed everything down for us.
And across the street at Jim's Burgers, owner Manuel Orozco says the impact has been impossible to ignore.
And the fire and the smell.
He estimates sales have dropped by about half since the fire.
Bills never stop. I want to see some help. So anybody can come and tell me, oh, we have something for you.
And nearby shops also share a similar story.
2 months ago, right here is very slow because the ice is right here, close the street.
Adding this recent fire at the Lineage Logistics warehouse has only made things worse for business.
It's go a little bit down because, because all the street is closed.
And while fewer customers are coming through their doors, with many avoiding the area altogether as cleanup continues.
We're very resilient. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep going.
And resilient they are. In fact, we have seen how the community has really come together for one another. But help, that is something that is continued to be asked from this community for a long time, and given that there is no end in sight to when the smell really will go away outside of LA Mayor Bass's timeline, they're just taking it day by day. We want to send things over to Juan Fernandez, who's going to tell us a little more about what we can all expect this afternoon.
Yeah, you know, our CBSLA team already talking to members of the community, and here's what we're offering you today. It's not coffee, but it's a delicious paleta. Fruit bars, ice cream bars. Again, we're at 3853 East 3rd Street. It's called La Michoacana. We're going to have guests coming to visit us all afternoon long and talking to you, and they are most interested in finding solutions to the problems in the community. In fact, one person we spoke to is still dealing with soil samples and problems from the Exide battery plant that we have been covering for years there. So that's also not far from this area here. So lots to talk about, and we're here hoping to make a difference. Jazz, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Juan, thank you for that. We'll see you in a little bit.
Hey, Jasmine, here we are right outside La Michoacana. We're at 3853 East 3rd Street in East Los Angeles. And you can see here, CBS LA Cares, we are yours. CBS LA Cares in the community in the wake of the Boyle Heights warehouse fire. I want to take you inside, and you can see our team is already talking to several members of the community here affected by the fire. They've had to deal with the smell, with the fire crews inside their community, with street closures, so much. And their biggest fear, Jasmine, is that they are forgotten, that they're a community that sometimes doesn't get the full resources that other parts of LA do. So again, we're talking to people, they're giving us their information, and hopefully some of that information will then become stories for us to go back into the community and highlight what's going on here. We spoke to Martin earlier today. Listen to what he had to say.
Confused. I don't know which one or what way I had to take. Because they told me, oh, go over there, and I go or call this number, and they told me, oh, you're not qualified. How supposed to not qualify? I'm in front of this. Sometimes I feel like when it's drove, I have my mask right now, but they smell like bad. Bad. And I feel my throat was hurt, I have pain, my head.
You guys cue. All right, I'm having a little trouble listening here. We're going to get that fixed as we continue working here this afternoon here. But as you can see, again, our team once again talking to members of the community. And of course, we want to hear from you. This is an offshoot of our very popular Coffee with CBS LA. This is Paletas with CBS LA. We're offering fruit bars, ice cream out here. It's very delicious, and we're going to be out here till about 6:30, 7 p.m. tonight. Come on by. Our team is here, willing to talk to you. We'll have more throughout the afternoon. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah.
You know, Jasmine, we're learning a lot. We're hearing a lot. You can see this place is now packed with people who have come to join us for CBS LA Cares. We're in the community in the wake of the Boyle Heights warehouse fire. And, you know, there are many organizations out here as well helping the community. With me right now is Raquel Roman, Executive Director of Proyecto Pastoral. Raquel, tell us a little bit about what your organization is doing and what need is out there.
Good afternoon. Proyecto Pastoral hit the ground on Friday. We were organizing volunteers after the fire to go help out at the city. By Sunday, we had received our first order of air purifiers, and so we received about 50 of them and took them out to city, county, wherever we heard there was a need from our elders and our families with young children. And since then, we received support from the city, the city, state, assembly, state senator, our congressman. So we received more air purifiers that we've been able to distribute. Today is day 9 for us of distribution at our site. We're giving N95 masks, we're giving out food.
And the need is still great, right? You have a goal of raising up to $300,000, and you've already received quite a bit of applications of people needing help, right?
Right. So we started our fire fund to support families affected within the 3-mile radius, and we know based on our experience and providing rent assistance in the past that about $300K will take us and be enough for the surrounding community. Day 1 we had 50 applicants, and so we know the need is there. We're hearing about families that got sick, right? People that had COVID and now are sick and couldn't go to work and can't make rent, can't make their mortgage payment. And so Proyecto Pastoral is here to support with those efforts. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Raquel. And you can see the need is great. This place is packed, folks. We're going to be here till 7 p.m. tonight. We'd like to hear from you. So if you'd like to come out and see us, we're at 3853 East 3rd Street in East Los Angeles. Jazz, I'll send it back to you. You know, Jasmine, we are hearing a lot of the concerns, and while we're trying to keep this very positive and very light, there's a lot of frustration from the people we're hearing from. A lot of them are from the East LA area, and they say that their community sometimes gets ignored. Of course, the Boyle Heights warehouse fire brought a lot of attention to this area. Many people feel sometimes disenfranchised, cut off by freeways, all sorts of different things. But again, people are coming here, they're getting their voices heard by the CBS LA Cares team. And we're also hearing from a lot of the organizations that are out here helping this community. You can see here our team here talking to one of the residents here. We're going to hear now from Benya Martinez. She's with the Centro Community Service Organization, and hear what she has to say about what they're doing in the area.
My aunts live down the street on Indiana, and they haven't had anyone come visit and make sure, one, that they're aware of like what the dangers still are. Like the smell that's coming through is one thing. It's an indicator for a lot of folks, like that the air is just not great. But there's also just a ton of soot that's still lying on different spaces all over the neighborhood. It's really important for the city officials to hear, because the people who are in charge don't get to listen to these stories directly all the time. And they're also not focused on the main issue is like, we have these problems here because there are rich people that own these massive buildings and there's just no accountability.
All right, I think that was Martin Ramirez we just heard from. We're going to be hearing from Benya Martinez a little bit later. You can see our Luzdelia Caballero is out here. She's speaking to members of the community. She's been out in the community pretty much since this all started. People are bringing their children here. This not only affects one or two people, it affects entire families. A lot of them came out also for air purifiers. They're also signing up for help from different organizations. So again, lots going on, lots of people stepping up to help, which is really great. Again, we're going to be out here till 7 p.m. If you're in the area and you'd like to sit with the CBS LA Care teams, I invite you to please come down. We're at 3853 East 3rd Street in East Los Angeles. Jazz?
Hernandez is live at our ice cream social, where he's hearing from people in the community. Go on.
Well, Pat and Rudabeh, and we are hearing a lot from people. In fact, it's gotten very busy over the last hour or so. People from the Boyle Heights community and the East LA community coming out here to talk to our CBS LA Care teams. Now, this is an offshoot from our very popular Coffee with CBS LA, where we were out in the early morning hours meeting with residents over a cup of coffee. This time, we took it to East Los Angeles. We're at a place called La Michoacana Pedir de Boca. We're at 3853 East 3rd Street in East Los Angeles. It's an ice cream social, as you mentioned, and people are bringing their concerns to us. And as you know, we have been in this community from the get-go, and our Luzdelia Caballero. Luzdelia, you've been out here since this all started. You're with me here today. Tell us what you're hearing.
Well, I think an overwhelming sense of frustration, for one, lack of representation in some areas, East LA, as you mentioned, but those in Boyle Heights still frustrated with the smell and everything they're dealing with, the lack of air purifiers that are being made available to them when they're off of work, so those time frames. So a lot of stuff that we are unpacking here today, but bottom line is that those here in Boyle Heights and East LA want help, and they don't want to be forgotten.
Well, CBS LA Cares is hosting a special event to hear your concerns nearly 2 weeks after that massive fire in Boyle Heights. A lot of people need help.
There are health concerns, rats, smells, and so much more going on. And our Juan Fernandez is live in East LA talking to a lot of people. Juan.
Yeah, Rudabeh and Pat, and the ripple effects from all that you just mentioned goes into neighboring communities as well. We've been hearing from members of the community. We have our CBS LA Cares team here. Our Luzdelia Caballero is also talking to the folks out here. And of course, we'd like to hear from you if you're in the area. We're at 3853 East 3rd Street in East Los Angeles. There are also a lot of people helping out. With me right now is Max Tierstein, project manager at USC Public Exchange. He's actually asking the community for soil samples. You've been in the community for a while now, pre this fire, the Boyle Heights warehouse fire. Tell us about what you're finding in some of the soil samples that you've already started taking from the past in this community.
Yeah, so I am with the USC Clean Project, which is a free soil testing initiative that operates from residents collecting their own soil samples and dropping them off at drop boxes across the county. We have one located at Boyle Heights City Hall right now, and we haven't yet seen many samples come in since the fire, but we can say that before the fire, the samples that were coming in were quite a bit higher in lead than other samples from elsewhere across LA County.
Now, he's mentioning lead, of course, the Exide battery plant that we covered extensively that was eventually shut down. That affected the community for quite a bit. And now you're asking the community members in Boyle Heights, East LA, to just basically bag a little soil and drop it off. And what's the hopes that's going to come out of it?
Yeah, so the number one hope is that folks will see that there isn't a huge lead problem on their property. But in the event that there is, we want people to be aware of that and to be able to take action to reduce their risk of being exposed to that contamination, particularly if they have children or there's pregnant people in the house or older folks. It's important for them to know so that people don't touch that contaminated soil and then eat it.
Max Tierstein, thank you very much. As you can see, Pat and Rudabeh, a lot of people out here, a lot of organizations, they've stepped up to help a community who basically a lot of times feel that they are forgotten, but we're out here as well. CBS LA Cares, as I mentioned, an offshoot of Coffee with CBS LA, and we'll be out here till about 7 p.m. tonight. I'll send it back to you. They're dealing with a lot, Pat and Rudabeh. The smell inside the house, the smell outside the house. I was just talking to this lady here who brought her 2 kids. They're talking to our Ryan Kaiser here from our CBS LA Cares team. They're telling me that what they smell outside the house, they smell it inside the house, simply because their house is an older home, maybe doesn't have great insulation, and smells can easily come through underneath the door, through a crack in a window. So much to be concerned about. And you can see we have a very brisk group of folks here that have come to tell us what they worry most in their community. And we have been talking to people. Not too long ago we spoke to Jesus Contreras. He's from the Boyle Heights area. Here's what he had to say.
With the rotting smell, with the heat, it's even worse, bro. Like those are like the things we're breathing right now, We've been struggling with a lot of people coming into the street, blocking us from like getting out to go to work and stuff. It smells like when you have something in your refrigerator, like staying there for a long time, you want to throw it away. I used to see a lot of people here outside on the streets. Nobody's coming out of their houses anymore because of it, and it's crazy, bro.
And you heard there's a lot of need, but there's also a lot of help coming their way. In a little bit, I'm going to be speaking to a nurse practitioner. They're actually doing some lung testing in the community. I'll let you know how you can get that help if you need it. Pat Rudabeh, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Juan, I hope they're taking a little bit of comfort that we're there, that they're not alone.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Pat Rudabeh, I'm joined by Ryan Kaiser, a member of our CBS LA Cares team. Ryan, you've been talking to a lot of the folks out here. What are the biggest concerns you're hearing today?
Yeah, so I've talked to a lot of people who live, just blocks away or even up to a mile away, and a lot of people are frustrated about the cleanup. They say that 45 days is just too long. Some people are already frustrated. Some people have already gone out to stay with family members who live further away. One resident told us that she went to Pacoima to go escape the air quality. Some people have went on to buy their own air purifiers because they ran out of free ones, and so it's just so grateful that these people have come out to tell their story and make their voices heard, because a lot of them are frustrated.
And this is just a small sampling of what Ryan heard. Our CBS LA Cares team heard as well. We're going to be out here till about 7 o'clock tonight. If you'd like to come talk to us, we'll be here and enjoy a nice ice cream soda or sundae on us. Pat Rudabeh, I'll send it back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Juan.
That's right, Pat. This event came from our very popular Coffee with CBS LA. That was so popular, we decided to take it into the afternoon, and I've been listening to some of the folks here who have been coming to talk to our CBS LA Cares team, and it's incredible what I'm hearing. This lady here is telling us that she's worried about the senior citizens in her community. Others are saying that they keep smelling the smell of garbage, both inside and outside their home, and then they wonder, some were able to get air purifiers, others were not. We're hearing all sorts of things, and we're also hearing from the members of the community who are out here to help those in need. So we are here till 7 p.m. tonight. The CBS LA Cares team will be here at 3853 East 3rd Street. We're in East Los Angeles. You can get a free ice cream bar on us, of course. This place is absolutely terrific. And in just a little bit, we're going to be hearing from a nurse practitioner. Not only are they doing soil testing out here, but they're also doing lung testing. So we know, based on what we've seen, the Exide battery plant, the oil spill not too long ago into the LA River, and now the Boyle Heights warehouse fire, the concerns to their health is great. We'll be talking to that nurse and keep you posted throughout the evening. Pat? Juan Fernandez here, live in East Los Angeles. We're here at Michoacana Pedir de Boca. We've been talking to people here about what worries them most regarding the Boyle Heights warehouse fire, and also the people out here helping them as well. With me is nurse practitioner Alexander Panis. You guys are going to be doing lung testing in the community. Tell me a little bit about that.
So with the lung testing, we usually do auscultation just to make sure the lungs are clear, make sure there's no wheezing, because from what I've noticed from the patients we've seen, they've been complaining of chest pain, cough, some with nasal congestion, and most of the time most of them are complaining of headaches. The three most common are the headaches, eye irritation, and sore throat. So we've been with St. John's. We have distributed about 1,000 air purifiers for the people here affected by the warehouse fire, and some masks.
Now, because it's in the air, is this something that you're going to feel immediately, or is this something that can linger and you can feel the effects of what's in the air later?
Well, it depends. I've noticed some of the patients from the first few days, they have been experiencing some cough, and some of the patients after like 4 or 5 days, their cough have resolved. But we cannot be sure because everybody's different, and especially if they have like illnesses, like high blood pressure, asthma, so they can be more affected as compared to younger patients.
If somebody wants to get tested, what do they need to do?
If they want to get tested, I would ask them to go to their primary care doctor or go to our clinics. We can check your lungs, and then if you are coughing or wheezing, just to make sure. And for people who are like having shortness of breath, chest pain, we encourage them to go to the emergency room so they can get a chest x-ray right away.
Very good. Thank you so much, nurse practitioner Alexander Panis. His advice is pretty clear. If you feel something is wrong, go with that and go see your doctor, because we've seen it. The folks here at La Michoacana, they haven't felt right, and they're concerned about what still may be to come. Pat, I'll send it back to you.